All right, I want to show you the no trace image transfer method. So we're going to use some clear acrylic. So this is gel matte medium. I also have some liquid glaze and acrylic polymer. Any of these will work as long as it's acrylic and it is clear, it'll work. And you'll need two areas of water, but one at a time is fine. So let's say you have an image. We're just going to take an X-Acto knife as an example out of a magazine. Now magazines tend to work best. There's something about the printing method that makes image transfers very easy. So if you have a bunch of magazines, you want to do a collage project, this is another way that you can do collage. The nice thing about this is that you can then take this image, essentially turn it into a sticker and add it onto a canvas or onto paper or to almost any surface that you like, almost through like decoupage, but we're going to do an extra step with it. So I got an image from the internet of SpaceX, their big launch, and I'm going to use that as my example. I've already done the technique to it, so I'm going to show you how we remove that, but I'm going to show you the application here on this image. So I know we're looking at it upside down. No, we're right, upside right. Okay, so I'm just going to get some of this clear acrylic. You can use some water to water it down if it's too thick, but actually you want several thin applications, and all I'm doing is covering over what it is that I want to transfer. I don't have to worry about any of the other space around it, and I can cut it out later to get it more exact if I'd like to. And I need to wait for that to dry, and then I would give it a second, maybe a third coat. But you want it to be fairly thick as you add it on there, so that when you're ready to transfer it, it's kind of as thick as maybe like packaging tape. About that kind of thickness should be good. Another thing you need to be careful of is that acrylic paint dries like glue. So it's very important that you make sure you put it into water immediately. Otherwise it'll harden in there, and then you can't really reconstitute the brush at all anymore. It just becomes ruined. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that aside, and then I'm going to go to the image that's already been coated, and I'm going to go ahead and remove some of the stuff that I just don't really need, and I'm going to leave a little extra space. So I'm not going to go right to the edge of the building. I'm going to go a little bit beyond that, kind of go around the water tower here, and I'm going to kind of make a triangle going up to the launch and then back down, and just kind of getting rid of the extra paper that I don't need to kind of deal with. And the next step is we're going to go ahead and essentially remove the paper. So this I can recycle, and you'll find that this works easiest with warm water. So I'm going to go ahead and get some warm water here, and I'm just going to dunk it for about a few seconds, just enough to kind of get it wet. Now this is from a color copier, so it's a lower grade sort of paper, and I'm just right now scratching the back of it a little bit, very lightly with my fingernails. You could also use an old toothbrush, that will work too. I'm just kind of roughing up the surface a little bit. Now I put down some parchment paper here as kind of my no-stick surface. You could do a tabletop. Of course, then you got to wipe everything down at the end. A cutting board is a good surface to kind of work on. Okay, and now I'm going to return this back to the water for a sec. Let that water really soak in. And then bring it back. And now I'm going to rub on the back of the image, and I want to remove the paper. The image will be embedded into the acrylic, which is plastic. So essentially, you have a piece of plastic, acrylic plastic, that has the image in it. Now, if you rub too much in a color copy, the color will come out. The magazines seem to be more stable for this, but you can see the image is starting to reveal itself because the paper is going away. Just keep rolling this. I'm being very light with the pressure. And when I get to the edges, I'm rolling away from the edge, not from the edge in, but from the inside out. And if the paper starts to feel a little dry, just dip your fingers in water, and that will help remove it. Now, why might you want to do this instead of just gluing the image down to whatever surface you're doing? Well, sometimes you'll have something painted underneath, and you want that image that's underneath to kind of show through it a little bit. So if you're doing multi-layers on some kind of image, then it might be to your advantage to allow this background to be a bit transparent. So it's a nice way to kind of get layering in your work. So you can see the background image, and this would be your foreground image. And because it's acrylic, we can glue that onto any surface with just some clear acrylic paint. You might be able to get away with Elmer's, but because we used acrylic here, it's better to stay with acrylic to kind of glue it down. So once I have my surface where I want to glue this onto, I find that, I'll put some acrylic on the back, just brush it on, put it down where I want it, and then add some more acrylic to the top of it. So, I would just paint the back, and then paint the front with the acrylic and paint the edges to make sure it stays down all the way. And then let that dry, and I can do more layers of actual paint on top of it, more collage elements or whatever. But this way, it's fairly clear. Now, it's hard to tell, but maybe you can kind of see my hand through the plastic, so it's translucent, it's no longer opaque. All right? And if you rub too much, you can see here that some of that water tower is gone. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It kind of distresses the surface, which I think adds another layer of texture. Okay? So you can use clear acrylic paint to transfer an image from a magazine or a color printout to any surface where you would like it to go.